Alright everyone, good morning. Welcome back to the Glass Man's World. So, this is Dan the Glass Man here. I'm going to adjust this real quick. If possible. Oh, come on. Really? Alright, there. Okay, maybe that'll be a little bit better. It's better for me and for the microphone here. And that way I can have you guys up above a lot higher. There, yeah, that actually gives a pretty good view. Let me see if I can just move this out of the way a little bit. Okay, I think that's going to be the best that I can do with that. Alright, you guys, so check it out. It is Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going to do some live demo on making a few things. Here's a couple of the pendants that I made yesterday. I just put both of them together since I only made those two. Those are the two that I made. A lot darker blue caps on these ones, and with the butterscotch. All right, so we'll just put those to the side. These are the new brown ones. I don't know if you got to see the new brown ones. These are actually inspired by my daughter from her drawings. She had a dark brown mushroom that she was drawing, and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. You just inspired me to make some of those. She had like a really light, kind of like a white stem and a brown, chocolate brown cap. I was like, well, I can make those. So I'm going to gift her one of those. She's 12. Alright, so we're going to get started here. Let me just take care of this real quick. Oh. Also, let me get these out real quick. And I hope the microphone works. I'm trying to test and see if this microphone works, if it picks up my voice really well. Yesterday we had a live stream, and we had a guest come in, and it was actually my old musician, one of my really good friends from years ago. One of my old musicians, one of my old bandmates when I used to play in Element 37, and old drummer from Element 37 joined me on the live stream, and he said that he could hear me, that the volume was good. So, and I'm whispering right here, so I'm trying not to wake up my wife, doing the best I can, because she says that when I go live and I'm just like talking, trying to talk over the hiss of the torch and over the the hum of the fan, I get kind of loud, I guess. Here's a hot air balloon straight out of the kiln. So that one is a dark cobalt with a peacock blue, I guess, or I'm not sure. It's this color right here with the cobalt, with the dark cobalt. So it's time to make hot air balloons, guys. Those are $20. Hey, did you hear that? Something just exploded or popped. I don't know what that was. That was interesting. Give me a second. I'm going to go look around the house and outside, make sure everything is okay. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I didn't see anything. I didn't see any vehicles outside. We live on a main road here, and I didn't see any sort of car accident or anything. And I didn't see any smoke. Oh, someone's lighting off fireworks. There it went again. At 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:25 in the morning, someone's lighting off fireworks. Okay, whatever. People don't got anything else better to do. Here's another one. Oh my gosh. They're just gonna wake up everyone? What the heck? It's 7:25 in the morning. I'm gonna wake up my wife. There's another one. We can hear them light it off. Alright, you guys, so it's 7:26 now. I only have a little bit of time before I gotta get going this morning. I got another yard job today. So, live glass blowing demos are back in Albuquerque, guys. That's the whole message of this video. I'm gonna be doing live glass blowing demos. Come on out Saturday nights at the Vaporium. They're doing subculture events. You can come and get some live, you get some, you know, fresh out the torch glass. You know, I'll be making some real simple pendants, things like this, you know, stuff that really doesn't need to be kilned. Eventually I may bring my kiln, I have an extra kiln, I may bring my kiln down so that way I can do something, you know, more elaborate with my demos. So every Saturday night from 6 to 10 o'clock, 3808 Central, here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in Nob Hill, we'll be having these events on Saturday nights, the subculture events, and then Sunday mornings from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. If I'm set up live on Saturdays, then that means I will be set up doing live demos on Sundays as well. So if I have a live demonstration going Saturday nights there, then I just keep my torch overnight, leave it there so I can set it up in the morning, and that way we have 2 glass blowing demos in the weekend for anyone to come out and check out. So the Saturday events are 21 and over, and the Sunday events are family friendly, all ages. Both events are free and open to the public. Alright, so let's get started. Let's do a live demo. Also, I want to remind you guys that we are still doing the giveaway coming up very soon here, guys. So October, that's like, this is what, less than a couple weeks away. We're going to be doing the Gardenia glass giveaway, 30 days, well, actually 31 days since it's Halloween, 31 days in October. So we'll be doing 31 days of Gardenia glass giveaways, guys. And that means that every day I'm going to draw a name from one of my lucky subscribers. So you must subscribe. And then you must also comment on the video that says, comment on this video. It says I've reached 1K subscribers, comment on this video for your chance to win. So that video, the live stream, make sure you find it, go to that video, just simply comment, and I will add your name to the giveaway. Alright, I'm going to get these glasses on, my titaniums here. So we're going to get the protective eyewear on, and let's get started here. I'm really not sure what I want to make today. I know I should probably just make a whole bunch more mushrooms. I also need to make balloons, and I also need to make items that I'm going to be giving away for these prizes for the 30 days. We're going to be giving away things. I do believe that I'm going to give this away. I'll just make another one. But this is a beautiful spinning top, as you can see. And these are a lot of fun. These are a lot of fun to just play with all day. Cool little spinning tops. We'll probably give away this balloon here. We'll give away a chocolate mushroom. We'll give away one of these. There's some. And then I also have some items already over to the side that I also have placed away as giveaways. So there's like 6 of them already there. I need to make more. So let's get started and make some more. Alright, so this is just a demo. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so we're just going to start with the butterscotch again. We're going to add a little dot of the cobalt 6. This is a darker cobalt than the usual cobalt, standard cobalt like 4, I guess is what the shade would be. So this is the cobalt 6. It's very close to being black. Super, super close. Super dark. Alright, we'll just add that to the tip right there. And we'll get ourselves a rod here. And let's see, which rod have we been using for this matter? Alright, we'll shorten this one here. So now we're just going to heat up the 16 millimeter rod. This is all new rod from Glass that I got actually from Gray Matter Glass here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I want to give a shout out to Gray Matter Glass. Thank you, Travis, for always being there and coming through when I need to get the materials that I need to make all this beautiful glass here. So thank you so much to Travis, to Doug, over at Gray Matter Glass. That's our local glass borosilicate glass supplier. We have to remember that this is borosilicate glass. It's not bullseye glass, soft glass, although they may sell some soft glass. You may have to go to a stained glass supplier to get your stained glass or soft glass floor, like a hot flash glass or something like that, in order to get the glass you need. I actually do have some soft glass in my supply. I'm never going to get around to using it, so I need to sell it. If you guys are interested, let me know. Alright, so we're just going to push this directly in the middle. Get a nice little mushroom there. I love how these mushrooms are made. Even though this is one of the very first things I ever was taught how to make, it still fascinates me. And each one that I make, I still have to be extremely careful and cautious on how I push it, pushing it in center. Sometimes I go crooked, sometimes I will have a little flaw in it, but I always tend to get them to come out right. So I don't know if we have any viewers here this morning, but if you're watching, good morning or good evening, wherever you're watching from. If you're watching later on after the live stream, welcome in. Thanks for coming into the Glassman's world. So what I do here is I basically share my glass. I share my glass art, and I'm also a musician, so every once in a while I'll pick up my guitar and start singing for you and play some of my original songs. And then, you know, I'll throw in some covers here and there, but it's mostly originals. I don't do requests, things like that. A lot of people, you know, once you start playing music, then they think you're a karaoke machine. They're like, hey, can you play this song? Can you play this song? And it's like, no, can you just sit there and listen? All right, instead of demanding what you want to hear, can you just sit back and just enjoy something new, something different, right? It's interesting. People think we're karaoke machines or something like that. If we can play one song, well, we must be able to know how to play another, right? It's funny like that. And then there are some guitarists that are like, oh, they can just hear a song and they're like, yeah, I can play that. And then it's like, boom. You know, it takes me a while to like figure out what the chord progression is and stuff, but then I can figure it out. So yeah, I bring my live glass blowing demos here. Sometimes I'll do instructional videos to teach you beginner glass blowing lessons, how to do this, you know, how to make mushrooms, things like that. Walk you through each little step precisely, what I do, how I move the glass, and all those things. And then I also like to talk about things that are going on, you know, news and current events, things that are happening in my world. You know, I basically just here at the Glassman's world, I'm just sharing what's going on in my world. So if it's a new topic, a new subject that's come to light, come to my attention, then I'm simply just going to share it out with y'all here, you know, and just that way we can open the conversation. That's all I'm trying to do here. I just open a conversation. And if you guys want to come on in, you're welcome to do so. You know, all opinions are accepted here. You know, and we love to stick to truth and to facts. So that's better. But you know, we're not going to kick you out or ban you or boycott you or do anything weird like that. I don't have moderators that are going to, like, if you say something wrong, I'm not going to censor you either. If you, you know, I don't know what the YouTube algorithm may do. You know, if I allow for certain words, certain phrases or comments or things that come through, I don't know if that'll ding me or if it dings you. So I may have to moderate a little bit. I'm not sure. But that's what the Glassman's world's all about, just some live glass blowing and music every once in a while. And always just talking about what's going on in the world, you know, covering big events, current events, local news, all kinds of stuff. So if you like that sort of thing, just make sure you smash that like button and that subscribe button so you can get all the notifications when I go live, when I'm doing live glass demos. Saturday night from 6 to 10, I'll be live again here. Well, not here, I'll be over at the event. So tomorrow night, so I'll be tearing down my torch tomorrow. I might actually go check out another market tomorrow. Downtown at our friends at Homegrown NM, Homegrown New Mexico. And they've got a new location downtown on 6th Street and Central, right there in that parking lot. And they're going to be having their markets, I believe, on Saturdays again, which will coincide with the downtown growers market. So they're going to be there from 9 until noon. I would advise them to stay open from 9 till like 2 or 3. That way they can get the people who show up late and those who are still just like, you know, leaving the growers market or you know, just walking around downtown and go have some lunch. I'm sure Saturday afternoon downtown, there's got to be some sort of a crowd after the growers market there. So that'll be my suggestion. I'll let my friends know over there, and we'll see if I can show up there tomorrow. But that's over on 6th Street and Central from 9 till noon as of now. Maybe we'll push it until later. Alright, make sure you push that in the center right there. Every time you gotta just push it in the center. I'm spinning both pieces of glass a little bit. You can see my fingers every time I let go. I'm kind of twisting, spinning the glass in my hand. I got this crazy gauntlet here. I should take a photo of how this looks so you guys can see. I have to move my glass around this whole entire contraption here. I've got a microphone stand that holds up my camera, which also has a microphone hanging. It's like a little skinny desktop mic for a laptop, and I got it just hanging off of the microphone stand. So it's not like really, it's a microphone stand that's not holding the microphone properly. This microphone, you can't even use this microphone on this microphone stand. Usually this is a microphone stand for like a, SM58, like a Shure, SM57, something like that, for an instrument mic or vocal mic, for a musician's microphone, and with an XLR quarter inch cable. But I'm using a little tiny computer microphone right now, and it's just hanging right in my face, which is cool. It's like a boom mic. Perfectly right, like curved right to my mouth. But I have to move this glass around. I gotta make sure I don't melt anything, touch anything. It's not because I'm worried about ruining the mic or anything. It's because I'm worried about melting plastic to the glass. If I touch this to anything, it'll just ruin this piece and I'll have to throw it away. So I'm like having to move around this crazy gauntlet here. I guess whoever was lighting off fireworks is done. I don't know what that alarm was for. Why this individual thought it was necessary to wake up the rest of the neighborhood at 7:25 in the morning. Alright, so we're only going to make a couple more of these. I got to get going here in a little bit. I wanted to keep this a short video. I'm doing my best to keep my my YouTube videos short and sweet. But then again, there's going to be times when we got to go for hours and hours on these live streams to capture the whole entire piece, Sometimes one item that I make, it will take a whole entire hour. Sometimes just working on the production work or the prep work, getting the colors ready, making a ribbon cane for like the jellyfish pendant, the prep work on just making a ribbon cane, just the ribbon cane alone can take an hour. So to see the whole entire demonstration, some of these streams have to go hours and hours. But I'm going to do my best to keep them short and sweet. That way they're a little bit easier to watch in its entirety. The more videos that I have where you're watching them thoroughly, the more, I don't know what you call it. I get a better grade in YouTube high school here. I get a better grade, I get more noticed. The algorithms, they help the algorithms by pressing that like button, by subscribing. It just shows, it lets YouTube know that you guys like this stuff and you want to see it, and then it'll push me out there a little bit more. So I almost forgot to color in the color here. So sometimes when you do that, see how I put that rod into the heat real quick and then took it right back out? I might have just thermo shocked it. So when we put it back in the flame, we'll see, did I put a bunch of cracks into it or not? So that's something that happens. You got to be aware of. But if it did happen, I can just peel off that front part and then make the rest of it clean again, so then I can utilize it. No big deal. But I don't see any thermal shock. Cool. Alright. I didn't get that big part of the rod in there. Had I got more of the thicker part, like this part right here, then it would have definitely thermal shocked. I only got the tip of it, and then I was like, oh wait, gotta prep the color first. Gotta prep the mushroom before pushing it in. Although I can just push it in with just the butterscotch, and then it comes out like a very simple one color. Although the butterscotch tends to have multiple colors or multiple hues or multiple tones of butterscotch. So it would be lighter or darker, more brown, more tan, or more whitish, I guess. I gotta watch all these cables. Every time I spin it to my left hand, I gotta make sure I don't grab all these cables, the microphone cable, the cords, the plug. My phone is plugged in charging right now, so we don't lose the stream or anything. So I got a lot of cables just hanging above me too. Gotta make sure those stay out of the flame. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally touch anything in the heat. A lot of fun. Alright, I'm gonna try to keep the mushroom hot here, and then I'm gonna pull we're gonna get a stringer using the mushroom. We just attach it like that, and then we just start to pull. And there's a couple more ready to go. There's a little trick right there for you. If you don't want to like pull out the tweezers and everything, you can just heat it up real quick. But then it'll delay this process, because now I've let this cool down a little bit. So I got to get it back up to heat so I can allow the air bubble, that air pocket that I forced in there from forcing the color in. Now I have to allow the air to come out. Slowly get squeezed out from the molten glass. You know, one thing I've noticed, I cleaned my torch tip the other day, and it's made such a huge difference. I can really see the flame a lot better. And it's working a lot nicer too. Not having all the weird hisses and stuff like it was. So after time, you know, working the torch, sometimes the soot from the flame will build up in the torch, in the port, the holes. So you got to make sure you clean out your torch. Keep your tools clean. Take care of your tools, and they'll take care of you. They'll give you the proper necessity you'll need from each tool. And these 2-color mushrooms are $10 each, 3 for $20. Basically, buy 2 get 1 free. That's always been my deal. Buy 2 get 1 free. Pretty much. I've stopped saying that for the $5 mushrooms, because then you're getting 3 mushrooms for only $10, which is pretty close to the wholesale. You know, it's like, wait, you're not buying enough to get that wholesale price. So then I offered the 5 for 20. So then it's a more incentive for them to purchase $20 worth of glass and only $10 worth of glass. So I can double my sale there, and they can get 5 gifts. So Christmas is coming up, and those 5 gifts are perfect for Christmas stocking stuffers, or for little gifts that you want to give to, like, you know, little ones or anyone, you know. Anyone who loves a mushroom would love a mushroom necklace for Christmas. Guarantee you. I guarantee you, anyone who loves mushrooms would love a mushroom necklace. That's just a given, right? There's no thought in that one. And also, these $10 ones, even though I've got $5 mushrooms available, these $10 ones always sell all the time. It's crazy. I'm always selling out. That's why I gotta make more and more. I see that it's $7.50 right now. I'm gonna have to let you guys go here, probably after 1, maybe 2 more. See how long it takes me to make each one. I try to make these in about 3 to 5 minutes. But then when I talk to you guys, I kind of, I don't know, it's like a time warp. It's like, why is the talking slowing me down so much? I'm not doing anything different with my hand motion. I find it interesting. When I talk and I blow glass, it slows me down tremendously. Even though I'm doing the same things that I'm doing when I'm not talking. I guess putting it on camera makes it slower. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna see what the difference is. That's a Cobalt 6. This is a regular, like a Cobalt. This is a Cobalt 4. So they have different hues. They have the Cobalt, Cobalt 2, Cobalt 4, Cobalt 6. I don't believe they have like a Cobalt 3 and a Cobalt 5. I think it's just Cobalt 2, Cobalt 4, Cobalt 6. And then Turbo Cobalt. Now Turbo Cobalt is pretty much black. But then they have black, you know, which may be just a Turbo Cobalt. Or it could be just a lot darker. Actually, that black is different than the Cobalt. But Turbo Cobalt, that's a super dark color. It does look black. Alright, so we're at 753 here. We might be able to make 2 of these real quick. Oh yeah, and also I forgot, I was going to take out 3 more pieces from the kiln. We'll probably set one of these aside as well. But I got some new jellyfish that I can show you in just a moment. Oops. Oh, that one went a little crooked. A little bit crooked on that one. But that's okay. Alright, probably got time to make one more. We got enough glass on that butterscotch to pull to make one more. $7.54 now. The other thing too is that I used to make these a lot smaller. So the one color ones, the one color ones, I actually have a video where I made 2 in less than 5 minutes. So each one was like 2 minutes and 20 seconds or something like that. I think it was like 4 minutes and 40 seconds for the total video to make 2 mushroom pendants. And I made them super quick. I don't know if I had the color already pulled, if it was pre-pulled color stringer, or if I pulled the stringer and did the whole thing in 2.5 minutes. But it is a challenge on YouTube to see if any other glass blowers can make a mushroom pendant quicker than 2.5 minutes. And I put that out, in 2008? So, almost 20 years ago, guys. 16 years ago? 16 years ago, I put up the mushroom, making 2 in under 5 minutes. I don't know if that was on this channel, actually. It might have been on the GLASSMAN'S TV, but it's on YouTube. And it could be on the GLASSMAN'S TV. It's probably in the Gardeno Glass playlist, though. So what I'm going to do is, since that the mushroom is crooked, I'm going to purposely make this crooked, so then when I pull it, it's going to actually pull the mushroom straight. Little trick, guys. Alright, here we go. Start getting that molten, and now that mushroom is nice and straight. And you would never know that it was ever crooked. You would never know that my right hand, and my fingers are numb right now either. I got that issue with my rotator cuff on my right shoulder. It got worse after the stupid attack that happened at the bus stop. I've been having to go to physical therapy now because of that. Which, he's seen progress, and I'm just like, I'm still getting all this numbness. Like, this is dumbness getting this numbness. Hard to blow glass these days. Doing my best, though. Yeah, and we got updates with that. I went to court. It got suspended, so it just that just means that it got moved to a later date, suspended to a later date. And we'll just show up then and proceed then. I can't really talk about much details or whatever, being that it's now going to court. The videos have been made to private because of that now. Okay, was that a regular blue? I think that was a regular blue. We'll just make another regular blue. Whatever. So the Cobalt 4. We got a couple Cobalt 6s and we got a couple Cobalt 4s. You know, every individual, they always choose the ones that they like, so I don't make these for myself on what I like. I just like to make a variety of different ones, so then those can get chosen. And a lot of times, you know, there'll be some ones that I don't really like, or, you know, it's like, that one didn't come out so well. But I'll still string it up, I'll still hang it up and put it up available. And those somehow are like the first ones that get sold, which is interesting. So it's always the eye of the beholder. And as an artist, you know, and I always try to remind other artists that as artists, we're here to just create art. We're not here to make art for ourselves. We're here to create art for the world, for others to enjoy. So we can make a change in those ways, you know. You can bring a smile to someone's face just by them looking at your artwork. It's 8 o'clock. Sorry about that. Part of the 8 o'clock alarm right there. So that means it's time to go. I'll finish this one up here, guys. And then I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I don't know if we had any live viewers this morning or not. No one came in to say hello. But that's okay, because I'm always just making these live streams here knowing that we're going to have viewers later on. So that's why I make sure that I'm always continuously talking as if someone's here with me, making sure that I'm keeping this as entertaining as possible, describing what I'm doing, letting you guys know the process of the glass, and just making sure that you guys aren't sitting here in silence just because I don't have a live audience. You know, when they film sitcoms and different shows on TV, sometimes they say it's filmed in front of a live studio audience, but then you still know that what you're hearing is a click track, right, of laughter. And it's always like the same click tracks, and they'll do it like they'll have a little chuckle from the crowd, then a little bit more of a chuckle from the crowd, then a little kind of a small outburst from the crowd, then a little bit of a chuckle, and then a huge outburst, you know, where they all are just laughing and everything. And then it goes back to the chuckle, and they have the same soundbite every time. They just use it over and over. So yeah, I understand that even though, you know, it might be filmed in front of a live studio audience, there may not be an audience. My audience is all my glass supplies on my table right here. The birds that are outside watching in, they're looking in at me and freaking me out. Just kidding. A murder of crows out there. Just kidding. There's no birds. I don't even see any birds out today yet. Alright, so we just rounded up the last one for now. Maybe I can get back on the porch later on today. I gotta go do some yard work for a friend. We're gonna finish up filling in the garden boxes with a whole bunch of soil. One of the smaller, well, I guess the medium-sized box, I guess it's like a 3x3, maybe a 4x4. I'm thinking 3x3. It took 100 gallons of soil to fill that up. So I had 5-gallon buckets that I filled, and it took 10 of them, 10 trips, or 20 buckets, 10 trips. 2 in each hand. So each time it was 10, right? 5 and 5. So dropped 10 gallons each trip. Did 10 trips, 100 gallons. And now we got one more that's like double or triple that size. So I'll be carrying a lot more buckets today. And then we got 3 more smaller ones, which will be, I don't know, maybe half that? Maybe 30 gallons? 40? I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it's 50 gallons. So, and then I've been trying to like fill up the bottoms with like wood scraps and things like that, kind of like a hugelkultur. That way the wood will break down over time and will then compost and will allow nutrients out throughout the years as it breaks down under the growing soil or the potted soil. you have all the sticks and branches, and that can break down. You can also put compost at the very bottom as well, and that'll just allow so much nutrients to just come out, pop into your soil throughout the years. So little tips and tricks there. But we're gonna fill these up, and then she said last week, she's like, when you come back, you might see some stuff planted in the last one. So we'll see if she planted anything. Maybe she got some seeds started. We'll find out. I'm gonna let you guys go. That's the last one right there. Here's the first one. I can show you. Cooled down by now. So here's the first one right there, guys. So you can get a good view of what it looks like with that dark cobalt, and then the butterscotch there. And that one has quite a bit of cobalt on the cap. There's let me see if there's another one. Can I touch this one? You gotta be careful. That one was just super warm. Yeah, they're all pretty much solid blue. So if I use that darker, these are the lighter ones. So the butterscotch will come through more on these ones than these. So if you want a darker cap, then you want the turbo, or you want the cobalt 6. And if you want the more butterscotch coming through, then you want that cobalt 4. But yeah, those look awesome. Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I'm Dan the Glass Man. This is the Glass Man's World. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell notification to get all notifications when I go live. I'll be going live tomorrow, sometime between 6 and 10 p.m. from the Vaporium. Alright, if you're local, come on by, see these live demos on the weekend, Saturday night, 6 to 10, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m., well, and afternoons till 2 p.m. So come on down, come meet me in person. I'm Dan the Glass Man. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. You guys have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon.